Welcome to another session of the Entourage Hour. I'm your host, Damon, and joining me is my co-host, First Lady of ENE, the lovely Asia.
First Lady.
That's right, that's right. Every week we bring you a live broadcast that promotes local talent while discussing relevant issues that affect society. All right, First Lady, let them know what's on the agenda for tonight.
Well, tonight we have a special segment in store for our listeners. We are doing First Lady Friday, since this is the first Friday of the month. And tonight we're going to do a special kind of catering to our ladies. We're talking about relationships and just things that go on, you know, between men and women in general. So we're looking for the callers to call in. Listeners, tweet us at the Entourage Hour on Twitter. You can follow us on our Entourage Entertainment page on Facebook. The YouTube page, youtube.com/ene.dmv. So tonight what we're going to talk about the three faces of men. And ladies, y'all will be very interested to hear this. With the three faces of men, Mr. Damon is going to be talking about the types of men and what y'all ladies need to be looking out for. Then we are also going to go into a topic where we are talking about rationing sex in relationships.
Why they do it. And the consequence.
And it's a taboo subject, so we want y'all to stay tuned.
All right. Well, the first portion of this, when we talk about the three faces of men, let me first identify that the three faces of men, I basically generalize men into three categories. You have your liars, which are men who will say anything to get what they want, you know, for whatever reason. You have your passive types. These are people who won't give you too much information, you know, at any given time to adjust for whatever reason. Maybe they're shy, maybe they're secretive, whatever. And then you have the brutally honest ones. These are men who tell the truth even at their own detriment a lot of times, all right? And you go, oh, well, my guy isn't like that. Every man, ladies, fall into one of these categories. They all fall into one of these categories.
Let's hear this one.
Right. They're just varying degrees of it. For instance, if you have a guy who you're dating and you're seeing or whatever you're in a relationship with, and he doesn't talk much, you don't know what he's thinking, you don't know what's going on in the relationship, you don't know where you stand or whatnot. This is a guy with a passive type of mentality in a relationship. This dude, they're not doing it intentionally, you know, per se. Some of them do, but not all of them do it intentionally to give you as least information as possible. But a lot of times that's just how they are, how they were nurtured, whatever. Alright? And I'm sure you've seen guys like that, just like I'm pretty sure you've seen guys, you know, the liars. And the liars, when I say liars, ladies go, oh, you know, you classify, you know, all men are liars, you know. Well, to a certain degree. You got some dudes who will tell you anything. They will say you the moon and the stars to get what they want. And let's be clear, men are simplistic creatures.
What do they want?
We only want
what
one
do
thing.
they want?
The pussy. That's it. First and foremost, that's it. At the end of the day, men want sex. We are very simple creatures, women. We are. All we want is sex. Every motivation, everything we do in any relationship is about the sex. Anything a man does in his professional career as well as personal life is about the attainment of more sex. It's just that simple.
I agree. Well, just what should women be looking out for with these three types of men then?
Well, you should be looking out for certain tells. If you with this dude and he's lying about silly shit, we're talking about, he's going to the store, or he says he's going to the store, but he really went to his friend's house, and he's lying about it just for the sake of lying. That should be a red flag to lie. This is not saying that this guy isn't usable in a relationship, or you can't make anything happen with him. It's just you need to know what you get, and you need to know what to expect. So if he's selling you dreams that sound too good to be true, you need to cater your expectations based off of what you know about that person.
Exactly. And do you feel men prey on the types of women that they know?
Easy prey, yeah. Absolutely. Honestly, like I said, men are simple. I can't give you, what women are like, the types of women. I can't really give you that because, hell, I'm old and I can't even figure it out all the way out right now. But what I can tell you is that when you look at these guys and you see any red flags, and like I said, this is not to say that, oh, red flag, I need to jump ship. No, it's just you need to know what you're getting and adjust your expectations accordingly. That's it. So another example, if you telling this dude, you know, I love you, or, you know, this is going great, you know, this is the best thing ever, you know, you're speaking about the future and all this, that, and the third, and the guy is pretty much just nodding his head or whatnot, you've got the passive type.
Exactly.
You got the passive type. He's going on. He could agree with you totally, or he could just be like, oh no, this is not what I signed up for. You don't really know. Mm-hmm. So when you're dealing with this type of guy, you have to dial back your outward projections of affection. And this is not saying that you can't be emotional or whatever, but sometimes if you don't know if your feelings are going to be reciprocated, it's best to just chill a little bit to see where that person is at. And they will always tell you, because I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, all they really care about is sex. Mm-hmm. So either he wants to sex with you continuously, and he wants that to continue on, or he's looking for more. And you can pretty much discern if it's more or not based on, you know, the reactions to things that happen in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Right, so I mean, like I said, there are obvious red flags. You know, women get so confused, and you know, I don't understand why he's doing that. A man's motivation is about the simplest things in the world.
So at what point in the relationship should this be addressed then?
Honestly,
top, or, you know, because for most women, they get into it, let's just say on average, a minimum of 3 months to a year, and can never even see that side of the guy until it comes out.
That's because you got blinders on.
True.
You purposely placing blinders on. They may have some aspect about them or their personality that you're just infatuated with. This could be they're really attractive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're really blessed. Maybe they have
blessed in what respect?
Well endowed. You know what I'm saying? All right, whatever.
For lay people terms.
Right. Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That person has something that you know you are attracted to, and you feel like I need this in my life. Now, when you get that in your life, you can't turn a blind eye to every other warning sign that this person is projecting towards you. If they send in this random line about bullshit, like I said, if they won't address anything, or you will have the brutally honest ones. These are people who tell the truth even when it's not warranted. An example, if a girl, you know, if you're dating a girl, she asks you, do I look attractive in this? Now, they may not look attractive in this, but probably the worst thing to say is, nah, you looking real ugly right now.
That's the setup, fellas. That's the setup.
Right. And your brutally honest dumb ass don't know any better, so you say, like, what did I do wrong? You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. It's not the answer she wanted to hear. You're supposed to dial that thing back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I like the other outfit a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? There are ways to, you know what I'm saying, to circumvent that whole trap right there. But ladies, you have to watch out for the type of man you got.
Okay. All right. Well, I hear that. And with that, we're going to take a quick little break here. And we got some more guests that are going to be coming on in just a second.
And they're going to comment on this, too.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to the Entourage album. As you can see, our panel has expanded a little bit. We got 2 female guests here. We got the lovely Miss Jordan. Say hello.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
And we got Marsha. Say hello.
Hello.
All right. And welcome back, AJ.
Ace.
Of course,
Ace,
this is Ace the same. Yeah.
All right.
The people.
This is good. He'll be my male compatriot right here joining me to give the male perspective, so we're not totally outnumbered right here. All right, ladies. I don't know if you heard the topic, but the topic is the rationing of sex and relationships. Also,
Just what we was
the
talking
3
about.
faces of men. Oh, well, that's good. So now we can talk about it on here. All right. Now, first off, let me give you the 3 faces of men before we start on here. You have your brutally honest men. These are men who tell the truth no matter what. Sometimes it gets them in trouble. They always just saying what's on their mind. You know, first thing that come to their head. Then you have the passive man, the guy who doesn't give you too much information, doesn't give you too little information. He just pretty much just trods along. You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, you have the liars. These are the dudes who will say whatever he can to get what he can get. Period.
So, fellas, what category would y'all fall into?
Tiny Lee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tiny Lee.
Yeah, Entourage is entertainment.
Rapping official gang.
Right.
Man, probably official gang in the building. But
That's right. So
they ain't trying to give me
even
no
up.
shout out and shit, so you know, I gotta do my own thing. Let's get to the conversation.
All right. Well, let's start with you.
You ain't got to bend your knees.
Which one do you fall
You ain't got to
under?
bend your knees already. Come on.
Say that question again.
All right. Are you a passive man? Are you a liar? Or are you a brutally honest man?
I'm all 3.
You all three in one. Okay, all right. I'll take it. You got all fast. What makes you think that you're all three? Like, for instance, when women talk to you or they ask you anything about, where is this going in this relationship? You know what I'm saying? What do you feel about them? How do you feel? What you thinking? You always give up the answer, or you never give up the answer? I mean, what?
I mean, that depends on like my vibe with her.
Okay.
Because all of us vibe different with different people.
Absolutely.
So you might be somebody like you ain't even really clicking with, but you clicking with her to the point to where you give her enough of what that is that y'all are clicking with.
Okay.
And you might meet a person that's kind of like on your level. Like you might actually meet a person that's on your level, but even if they're probably on your level, us as man and women,
all right.
I feel when we were created to like the opposite sex. Unless honestly you're gay and we truthfully weren't created to be that way, so we were created to honestly like the opposite sex.
All right. That being said, though, do you ever find yourself in situations where you ask something or you say some shit that you know what the truthful answer is, but it's best not to say because that shit can have repercussions in the woman that you're dealing with?
Wait, before you answer that, let me ask you this. The person that you kind of clicking with but not really clicking with, do you tell her off the break that you're not feeling her and continue to smash her? Or do you lie to her and leave her on?
Good question.
Gotcha,
bitch.
If I ain't feeling you, like me personally, I ain't gonna be feeling you, so we ain't gonna be smashing.
Okay, so why is she there?
She ain't gonna be there. Like it ain't gonna.
You'll ask that out off the break.
But you just said it's the person that you kind of clicking with.
I mean, yeah, like I said, we might click on different things. Just because you're a woman and you chill around me, don't mean we gotta honestly be smashing each other. Like,
but do you tell her that?
Yeah, they know. Like honestly, the way, hell yeah, me, yeah, you gonna know the type
of guy. I like the way you tell me.
Not doing it. No, honestly, like anybody personally that's in here that know me will tell you, like, ain't no sugarcoating right here. You're gonna know the basis of what it is that we're gonna be doing or standing. And point blank period. If it's gonna be like that, I'm not personally gonna do that.
Ms. Jordan, tell me, have you come into contact with all three types of these men?
Oh, hell yeah. I think every woman around this table that's coming and more.
What is your most annoying type?
I hate a liar.
A liar, okay.
I'd rather you to be honest up front. If you're a dog, if you sweating around, be honest. Tell me that. Let me decide what I want to do. I mean,
right. You may make the choice to say, yeah, right.
Don't just lie to me and be like, I'm your only boo. You know what I'm saying?
See, I fall in the category of the brutally honest type. This has gotten me in trouble over the years because I wind up saying some shit that I probably shouldn't have said.
Well, me personally, I think brutally honest men are weak men.
Well, I accept that.
Why would you say that, Miss Jordan?
Just they tell the truth just to.
Too much.
Right. Not too much, just to
I like it. Go ahead.
Save face. Not save face when comes to
for the sake of being honest.
Yeah, I think that y'all are weak men.
Just to be sake of being honest.
Yeah.
You can't lie to spare someone's feelings, or you can't lie to.
Why spare someone's feelings when they find out the truth? It's going to hurt them either.
But that's contradictory then, because brutally honest, I'm telling you the truth off the break. So I'm not trying to spare your feelings. I'm telling
Marsha, what you think?
I respect somebody who's brutally honest because that has a lot to say about who they are and their character. And I probably operate like a guy on some levels because it takes a lot for me to kind of move from level 1 to level 10.
Okay.
You know.
You're talking about within the realms of relationship.
Within the realms of relationship.
Right.
Because, when I was in my 20s, I might have, gone for some okie doke stuff. It depends on what I'm looking for. I might be looking for a jump off, but as the older you get, the more you know. I know at this age, I'm looking for a partner, so I might not.
So let me ask you, do women fall in that category before you ask about their partner? Do women fall in the categories of brutally honest?
I would definitely.
So this is across people. This is not just something of men.
Right. Now, hell no.
All right, because a man.
You really don't find a man that's brutally honest these days. Men
can't handle it when they have women that are
right. You can't have a woman doing to you the same thing that you would do.
Because you come across as being too much of the aggressor, and women were supposed to be traditionally the submissive one in the relationship. So when you have women that speak their mind.
Let me hear from Mr. Ace over here. What do you think about the brutally honest? Yes, right. Go ahead, keep sipping. But I want to hear. What do you think about the brutally honest woman? Which type of woman do you prefer most? between the three categories we're talking about tonight?
I mean, between all three, like, I would definitely like a brutally honest woman because I'm a brutally honest man. And
That's what they all say.
I don't sensibly saying that as weak because, like, this is the type of individual I am. Any female who has dealt with me, number one, anything I told you up front is what you're going to get up front. I haven't lied to you about anything. So if anything pop up that you don't feel comfortable with, you can't run back A, B, and C and say this and that. Like, nah, short, I told you.
Because you know
like,
the gate. Yeah.
Even if I have a girl and I'm like, well, yeah, you cool, we can chill, but I got a girl, this is never going to be serious.
So that was their conscious decision to move forward.
Exactly. So that makes me, at the end of the day, I'm a grown ass man. I don't got to lie to nobody but the motherfucking police. So that's what people.
I just think talk is cheap, and you know
Very.
it's all in your action. I can
It is,
tell
it is.
you
And
all
my
day
actions-
long that I don't want to be with you, but bun you and boo love you.
See, but
You
that's
know
not what I do
I'm
because I don't believe in wasting people's time because
But-
me being 26, I've been in what I've called 2 relationships where I've been engaged with the females and I've dealt with females all my life. I've been raised by females. Like my father wasn't really there, he was more so absent. So my mother and my grandmother and my sisters, I have 4 sisters and I have a cousin.
Had that changed your perspective on women? Is that
hell
how?
yeah. Like I can see like cause like when my father wasn't there, when my mother was there, she was more so dependent of somebody to be there for her other than just loving herself. And my mother always told me, she say never treat a woman like that, or treat people like that in general. So that's what made me be upfront. Like if I'm a dog,
really
I'm like, look,
yeah,
if I'm a dog,
my father
I'm a
was
dog.
there.
Yeah,
My
but if
father
I'm not, I'm
wasn't
like, hey,
there
I'm
either.
fucking.
I had a lot of females, my 3 cousins, you know, and a lot of females were around me when I grew up. I think that kind of forged me into the type of personality I am, where I'll just be honest, you know, just to be honest.
Me being a brutal, honestly person allows me to also be a dog at the same time.
It does. It really do. It really does.
Because you get your women out
Hold on.
there that
The
accept
women that
anything.
you're being brutally
Yeah.
honest and being a dog with, would you say in fairness that you kind of target those type of women that would accept that type of behavior? Because you ain't gonna step
I'm
to
gonna keep it 100 that you know who to play with. You know who to play with. If you sweet for it, hey, I'm gonna put you together. You hear me?
Right.
But if you're a woman, like this, let's use prime example. Someone like one of my good old managers, her name is Tamika Wells. If you're I'm gonna say her because she right there is one of my. I look up to her as a female because she's dealt with a lot of different men trying to come at her for different reasons, being in a boss position as a female. So they look at her in a different way and they give her the respect that she deserves. And the way that she carries herself is like, all right, you ain't about to just come up with her or anything. If you gonna talk to her, nigga, you gotta be on your shit.
Exactly.
Now, if you gonna talk to the bitch next door, talk to the bitch next door. Pop a bottle, smoke something, fuck the joint. But if you talking to her, oh, your money better be right, your credentials better be right, where we going with this, and I decided if I'm gonna let you hit. Simple as that.
You know what?
That's what I like.
I like that response. You know what I found out over the course of my dating history? Now, I've been married for 10 years now, but I was a roller before that. I won't lie to you. This is what I did. I was a roller before that. And I found that I was able to catch more women with brutal honesty than I would be not saying anything or filling their head full of bullshit.
As women, wouldn't you prefer for it to come up front instead of being a surprise? Like, oh, nah, he's a bitch ass nigga. Oh,
Yeah, but you used to these.
But see, I don't get to that level of wanting to be committed until we done had some time.
You don't even we ain't even talking about commitment. We talking about straight just presence. We talking about the energy of the individual.
Well, the type of man that I look for, first of all, the type of dude that would be an asshole like that to begin with is not the type of dude that I would even be attracted to. I mean, just anybody that would just be on an asshole
but
level.
You could be an asshole. That don't mean I'm gonna go.
People that know that and mesh with me, I'm not gonna gravitate towards you. You know, I'm just not gonna naturally.
But I don't want the confusion with honesty with being a dick.
No. When I say asshole, I don't mean being brutally honest asshole. I'm talking about an asshole, just somebody in their everyday actions, they just do jerk shit.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not attracted to that, so I'm not gonna be wrong.
People who are petty and
whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is, something to being a dick.
That's just whatever clashes with my personality.
But some females like dicks. A lot of females like dicks. The whole alpha males.
I like dicks too, but not in that way. So I'm just saying.
In all perspective, I'm also like a female that's the total opposite of me. That's like the female that I'm with now. Like we are actually getting engaged soon. Like like my whole other side is gone now.
But what do they say? Opposites attract.
My wife is totally.
I don't want like she doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink, like she don't be in the streets. I ain't gotta worry about her doing too much in the club. She not one of them. Like I've used to manage strippers. like they used to live in my house, like six different type of energies.
Oh, that's a whole nother show right there.
Just like from the streets doing their thing and hey, they popping, they dropping, they doing they. You hear me? Like,
so do you think the fact that she's untainted is what is the allure that draws you to her?
Yeah, I'm
That's
good.
his perception.
Yeah, I like that. I'm good.
Right. You never know. You never know.
Now she not. Don't get it twisted. She's not green. She ain't sweet for it. It's just that she is a person who has her own mind. She's a leader. So unlike a lot of females, she didn't follow what she seen on TV or what she seen her best friend do. She didn't really have that more so what I would call like inconsistency where she ain't love herself. Like she's fully loving herself to know what she wants and what she wants to do. And I want to be with a woman who knows what she wants.
I find out from whether you're male or female, if you grown, and I mean not just everybody can be of age. You know, we all age. As time comes, you age every year. But it's still a lot of people who have aged and are still little kids in the way they thinking.
Mentality.
If you are grown in the way that you're thinking and the way that you view people, I'm sorry, you know what you want out of another person. You know what you need from another person. Like I know my particular, you know, everybody has their own little needs or, you know, holes that got to be filled in order for them to be happy. I know what mine are, so I know how to make myself happy. I feel like there's a lot of women who do not know themselves.
That's true.
They don't know what they're doing.
There's a lot of men that don't know themselves.
But men are so much more simple because, as I said, a man's ultimate goal is the conquest of sex. First and foremost, it is the alpha, it is the omega. You are deluding yourself if you think anything differently.
Okay, so what happens when you have a female that her objective is just to get sex?
Then she's the same thing.
Okay, so the male no longer becomes the alpha because you have two equals.
No.
You have two alphas.
I mean, it's the alpha and omega in terms of the beginning and the end. A man's thought process starts with, do I want to hit that? Mm-hmm.
So what makes you think that a female
you go to
perspective of a man is, do I want to hit that? Or I wonder what he working with under that.
I think, to me, I'm sorry I said I ain't calling nobody out, but I think it's bullshit. I think attraction starts at what you see.
Hell yeah.
I think I disagree with that.
No.
When you look at a dude,
see me,
I size everybody
right,
up.
exactly.
And quite honestly,
you think
my eyes go from your eyes to your waistline.
Right, just like you look at our ass and you look at our titties and all that other shit. We size you up and then we look at your hands.
I'm on the metro. I'm looking at your face. I look at his face.
Don't walk this.
If you got a tiny ass man or a tiny ass
walk through the audience. I'm looking at his face.
Jump in, Mr. Tiny.
Go ahead, Tiny Lee.
I mean, I'm not saying shit about little Tiny Lee right here. Tiny Lee might got a package. We look at men just the same as y'all look at us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might got a dud in the bed just because we got a fat ass and some big ass city.
All right, so you're basically.
Hold on, get back to Tiny. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr. Tiny Lee. Speak your thing.
She just dropped the mic on him. Like, boom.
All right, Tiny's left speechless after this one.
Lord, I'm on here.
Go ahead, Tiny.
I agree with what he said though. Like attraction is like first, because in all honesty, everybody be true. In order for me to get to know you and you to get to know me, there has to be something before all the
interest. Absolutely.
All that. Because I'm gonna be honest. I used to hate when I talk to a person, right, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I like you." And she go, well, you don't know me that well for you to like me. And I'm like, bitch, I had to like something the way you look to even want to do this. Because if you look like Cookie Monster, it'd be nothing. Right. So honestly, there was something about you physically I was attracted to make me even want to pursue this conversation.
Something like a fat ass?
Whatever.
I've had cousins that been put in fucked up situations just because a girl had a fat ass and got her home the next morning and then bundled her up and a couple of months later she thought she was pregnant and she looked like a damn Cookie Monster.
But see, whatever your attraction, like I said, I'm not going to specify the attraction. Whatever the attraction is, maybe you're an ass man, maybe you're a leg man, you know, maybe you're a breast man, maybe you like eyes.
I like face.
Okay, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, there had to be something. There had to be something there for you to say, "Oh, I like that. I'm gonna go make that mine. I'm gonna go attack that, and I'm gonna go keep that." There had to be something there. Without that, I'm sorry, there's nothing.
I like when it looks like a painting. When your face just looks like, oh my God, who painted you?
That's some superficial shit. Who the fuck is
Hey, Nicki Minaj, she got that. Like my wife, she got that. Like, you gotta see it to believe it. She got something you gotta see.
I think we all gonna have to see
Like,
that.
not like look at your face. You got one of them faces like.
No, what? I got a nigga don't fuck with me.
See, you can write that at the top. Hashtag nigga don't fuck with me, but yeah, who drew this?
So hold on. I want to go back to Miss Jordan and Tiny right here.
Yeah.
So we just talked about how pretty much people is not something like I was mistaken in thinking this was just like a dude thing. This is a person thing, right?
Yeah.
Those three types of personalities. How would you classify yourself? Would you be the brutally honest, the passive? I doubt that one. Or would you be the liar? Which one are you?
Well, it depends on what night you catch me.
So hold on. You go back to his answer.
Right. I'm not going to say all three. Because I'm not passive by far, and everybody knows me that knows that I'm not passive.
Right.
I'm brutally honest, and I don't give a fuck what you think about me.
Okay.
But you said brutally honest was weak though.
I'm at for a male, it's weak. It's being weak.
Why is it weak for a male and not for a female?
Explain why it's weak for a male. Because to me, in my opinion, let me just.
The one that got the camera that ain't saying shit, saying you got 2 sit your ass down.
Right. So
how you got three babies? Hold on. One, sit your ass down here, Marshall.
Let's keep the discussion focused. Hold on. Let's keep the discussion focused. So I think it takes great courage to sit up there and say what the truth is, even though you know, like to go up to a woman. If I see you in there and I you know, Marshall, I come up to you and I tell you, you know what, I'm Pilt. Not Marshall. I said Marshall. I say I'm Pilt. You know, I'm having a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, have a drink. You know, do something else. You know, whatever. We can come. We don't gotta bang. We can do whatever. You know. You either take it or you leave it. But know that I put myself out on the ledge because a lot of dudes would go up there and they would sit up there and they would just beat around the bush and, you know, buy a whole bunch of drinks and, you know, do a whole bunch of little sidestepping shit to try to sit up there. And at the end of the day, his goal was to get the draws.
Yeah,
my goal was to get the draws.
But as a woman, while you talking, my whole mindset is like, I'm gonna get 5 drinks out of this nigga and I'm out of here.
Right.
Or
this is why I'm honest because I'm not gonna buy you any drinks. I'm not gonna sell you.
That's why you don't get fucked with. You the nigga that get in the club.
But I'm playing the odds game. Because if you're not receptive to what I'm selling, I move on to the next one. And while he spent 5 drinks to try to appease you, and then spent 5 drinks to try to appease her, guess what? I'm on a 3rd broad already. One of y'all gonna say yes.
Well, it depends on what type of woman you
One of y'all gonna say yes.
Like shooting dice.
It is like shooting dice. I'm gonna hit the point one time, and the dude who sat back. And the dude who sat back and sit up there and he tried to play the field and he tried to dabble in this and he tried to dabble in that, you know, and he just, you know, I buy you a whole bunch of drinks, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but she came to the club already knowing that she was gonna go home with somebody.
Exactly.
Right.
So
you ain't going to the club looking for no goddamn husband.
But doesn't that reinforce my position? Then me being upfront with you and telling you what I want.
Yeah, but that's a club. That's a chance encounter. That's a possibly one-time night stand.
Right.
You know, that's not no.
So you go into that.
If I knew you for a while, I would be gauging how your actions are according to your words. But if I ran into you in the club, if you look like a jump off. Right. And I'm interested in jumping off that night. Right. We jumping off.
So we know. Take it to. I like where she went with that. Let's take that a step farther. So say this is someone that you know for a while, and they fall into one of the 3 categories.
Oh, he probably in the friend zone if he ain't got the ass yet.
Right.
Okay. Right. All right.
Homie, but why? Neighborhood homie.
But hold on. I think you pretty much just proved my point for me. He fell into the friend zone and he hasn't got the ass yet. Why? Because there was no immediate attraction.
No, he could be fine. I done had some friends that were some lookers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did they fall into the friend zone? Why would they not got the ass they would look if you don't know them? Right? If you don't know them yet, like you said.
It depends on the person and where their mindset and where they are in their
What could be the turnoff that will make him automatically drop down in rank from he could tap this to he will be relegated to
I forgot you smashed all the homies.
Okay,
yeah, you done smashed A, B, and C.
Promiscuity. Okay, all right. If he rolling around, that's one thing that could be a little red flag for you. Okay,
an automatic red flag.
Go ahead, First Lady.
Well, no, I was gonna say for me personally, the type of men that I'm attracted to, or the people that I would go from, if they're in the friend zone, because there's some quality that is unattractive to me. It doesn't have to
or
be
some quality that's lacking.
It's a quality, something that they don't have. It doesn't have to be a physical attribute, but some
It could
quality.
be
that's
mental,
lacking, whatever,
professionally, personally, whatever it is. But it's something that you need them to bring to the table that they couldn't bring. Is that the same thing for you?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's not really about that instant attraction like you said then. So I'm saying it's about it's about a quality you're looking for.
If you notice, I hear this a lot of times that you will see some of the prettiest women with some of the ugliest dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And dudes be like, "How the world he cool with that?" And he's looking like a monster.
Right.
It's not the face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of other stuff.
There's a whole lot of other intangibles.
Some people last. Some people last long. Some people done had some babies. Some people done got married.
Like half of you cute.
All right.
So
Let's move the conversation forward. Let's move the conversation forward a minute, and we're gonna go around the table and get everybody, because I think we got where everybody stands at on three faces of men, and we've all come to the conclusion that this is not just the three faces of men; it's the three faces of people.
People in general. Right. It ain't just no
man thing or whatever.
Because women can be just as dirty, and scandalous,
and the general consensus around the table. The general consensus around the table is that honesty trumps everything else. That's what I heard from most of them. Except for Miss Jordan right here. She say, "Nah, that's some weak shit. I don't like that."
Yeah.
All right. But everybody else.
And my man right here ain't say honesty either.
We entitled to our opinions,
he takes a broad approach. He says you got to adjust to the person.
He takes the broad approach.
Right. You got to adjust to the person that's there. Sometimes they need a lie. Sometimes they need honesty. Sometimes you got to take a step back and just be
My thing is, everybody don't need to know everything. Once you first meet a person, you ain't got to be brutally honest with them to get to know them.
Because brutally honest shit can come back to bite you.
Right.
What is brutally honest?
I done had some brutal honest shit like off the soon as I met you. Nah, listen. I done had, oh man, perfect. I done had, and if this bitch can see this, you know who I'm talking about. I done had a situation,
Call her name, go ahead, call her name.
I ain't gonna even do all that, I don't do that. But I done had some stuff, right, that done happened to me where I done told a person, like, the truth on some, like, everything shit.
Right.
Me and her, like, fall off bad.
And she used
that to cut you.
Everything,
Exactly.
But see,
that's exactly
brutally honest and disclosure are two different things.
Right.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
they're two different things. If I go up to you and I tell you I got 5 kids,
no, that's not. No.
That's not
Actually,
me being
I'm going to
brutally
speak in that
honest.
defense.
That's just me.
I'm going to speak in that defense because I had a situation happen with me in a relationship where I admitted a flaw. I got to a point for me to admit a flaw to somebody.
That's a big thing.
I'm showing you a weakness that I would not show anybody.
Right.
And I admit
you decide to be honest.
I decide to be honest and admit a flaw because I'm telling you this is something that I have that I'm working on. And for you to turn and flip that same flaw
and use it against you. And use it against you.
But time out. I like where we went with that.
No.
But doesn't that speak of the person that you told and not really of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what you're talking about is a character flaw in the person that you shared the information with, not your character character flaw for sharing the truth.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that messed the whole situation up because I'm like for the first time I'm disclosing something that I would not tell anybody.
I'm sharing that with you.
And I think that works pretty much in any relationship that you're in. Any weakness that you disclose with the next person. If you all get in an argument or whatever, they're going to turn around and use that shit that you took personally and use that shit against you. I agree 100%. But as I said before, my initial statement remains true. This speaks to a character flaw in the individual that you're honest with, not in yourself. Okay. Well, man, right.
That's that person's
issue.
Hold on, that's one of those 3 faces of men.
Of being honest.
That's being the brutally honest
person.
Type.
Exactly.
So you're dealing with somebody that you're assuming
that's
is
one of those
brutally honest type.
But then they're not really. But they're not really.
Accept that.
But they're not really being brutally honest. Then
why aren't
honestly,
they?
Why aren't they? Because if you share something, there's 2 ways this could be looked at. If you share something with me, and I'm like, oh nah, that's a deal breaker. I gotta cut that off. That's fine. That's me being brutally honest. You were honest with me, and I was honest with you. I'm sorry, but no offense, no foul there. If you share something with me, and I choose to sit on it, and I chill and I act like everything's all cool, you know, we go on whatever. And like you said, later on in a relationship, I use this as a tool to hurt you. That's some bullshit. That's a character flaw. That's not the same thing as being brutally honest.
I'll agree with that.
Isn't.
I'll agree with that.
It really isn't. That's you. In fact, to me, that's you being a liar. Because if you were brutally honest, you would, when you disclose the information to me, I'm like, oh,
right, you can't deal with that.
I'm done. I'm sorry you shared, but guess what? That's a deal breaker. Yeah. I didn't do that. What did I do? Oh, that's all right. No. It's all good. It's all good. We cuddled up next to each other, and then like a month later, I'm like, but you know what? You're about
some bullshit. You did say
you did something. That's not brutally honest.
I think that as women, we're so used to the bullshit that when a man comes to us, even though they may be brutally honest, as you say,
right,
we still look at this situation as bullshit
because you're so tainted by lies.
Right, we don't know what's truth and what's actual bullshit.
You're so tainted by lies.
So when you come to me and you spill out your heart to me and say, you know, A, B, and C, you know, my mama this, and you know, I got 10 kids or whatever. We like, all right, nigga, whatever.
But like I said, there's a difference between disclosure and honesty. Mm-hmm. Someone telling you his life stories or all his problems, he's not being honest with you. He's sharing the burden of his load with you. Well, that's not the same thing as being honest.
That's in a way, it's the same thing as being honest. If he's sharing his burden,
not really. Honesty is the attempt to bring truth to any situation.
Whether you bring truth to a situation and a person decides to deal with it, you can't say that a person is not being honest.
Truth is a matter of perception.
Right.
Truth
will be different for everybody.
Right, exactly.
Elaborate. Go ahead.
But if a person is honest with themselves, that's a reflection of how they're honest in their interactions. So when you lie and you a liar, you're going to be a liar to anybody you
even to yourself.
You can't give nobody nothing you don't give yourself.
Even to yourself, you'll be a liar. Then.
Yeah, pretty much. You lying to yourself.
Yeah. All right. Let's shift this forward a little bit. Let's talk about the rationing of sex in a relationship.
Oh Jesus!
All right, I'm gonna start off. And it's a touchy subject. It's a deal breaker. I hear you. It's a touchy subject, but I mean, it got to be addressed.
I have a question in regards to the rationing of sex. I was reading an article actually yesterday when I was doing some research for the show, and it was saying the refusing of sex in a relationship is equated to emotional abuse on a partner. That's being refused.
You emotionally abuse me by not giving me the cutty.
Well, I mean, in the sense that
I'll take that. No, I'll take that.
That's emotional abuse.
Absolutely.
Because you're manipulating the person's emotions, their physical emotion. You're manipulating the mental, the physical, and the relationship all in one, pretty much.
But like I said, to me, it devolves back to the same thesis statement I said before. All men want is the ass.
What makes you think the females don't want the same thing?
I'm not saying that they do. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying they don't. What I'm saying is the male is a much simpler creature.
What makes you think the female ain't simple?
So the female has a much simpler creature.
I think the conversation earlier, tell him about the orgasm thing. Like you said, women will be content. He had a very interesting point. Let's hear this, ladies. I want y'all to hear this.
Rationing sex, in terms of rationing sex, you can have a woman who, if she's pissed at you for something, mad about, you know, anything, you didn't do the dishes, you didn't do, you know, whatever the fuck it may be, right? If she's mad at you for something, she can survive off of one orgasm a week until pretty much you succumb or break, you know, and comply with whatever she wants. A man can't. Yeah, no. A woman have a much higher threshold.
Maybe that's in your relationship.
Maybe.
The sex toy industry is $1 billion.
But see, hold on. No. That's two. Time out. Nah. Those are two different discussions. Then a woman pleasuring herself is no different than a man jerking off pleasuring himself. That's not intimacy with your partner. That's intimacy with yourself.
Maybe we can do it in the front of our partner.
You can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. What I'm saying is, if a woman is pissed at a man, she can go longer withholding sex than a dude can. If a dude is mad at a girl for something,
we can
last
a lot quicker.
4 days, maybe 4 days. You know what? Fuck it, I get it. She got it. She won. Whatever it is, I don't give a fuck about. No, she's dead wrong.
Yeah, women can go for like 6 months. Like nigga, you ain't getting none of this.
A woman who's pissed off and that shit would drive like a fucking. It would drive like a desert, and she would lock that shit up and be like, you know what? Fuck it. He's not getting shit until he complies.
6 months. Women can do that.
Men,
not yours.
might want to check with Tyrone on a job. I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not saying she's not getting it from outside, outside sources. I'm not saying she's not self-pleasuring herself. What I'm saying is she's not doing it with you. That's what I'm saying. So whether she's doing it by herself, whether she gets it from Tyrone at the job or whatnot, she ain't giving the ass to you.
Murder.
I'm sorry.
Right.
So what's your point?
The point is simple. Women can go longer for holding out on sex than men can.
I don't think so, because I had a friend who got married to this guy. They both in the IT field, did the marriage thing, settled down, bought a house, you know what I'm saying? Doing the black upwardly mobile middle class thing.
Shout out to African Americans.
Right.
She dated this dude, they got married, and 2 years into the marriage, they was doing it all the time.
Right.
Once she had the baby, he stopped.
Right.
The husband stopped, because all he really wanted to do was have sex with her for the baby.
Right.
And they ended up getting divorced 2 years later because he stopped.
Right.
He didn't want to do nothing else.
Right.
Got the baby, that was it.
But see, honestly, like I said, not to belittle the scenario, but that's the exception. That's not the rule. You'll have, most of the time, come on, how often will you find a guy who's just looking to get a girl pregnant?
Okay, so if that's the exception, so what the hell is the rule?
The rule is
simply a rule that you must fuck your man 2, 3, 5 times a week?
I didn't say there was a rule.
That's
you
what I'm
must fuck
asking.
your
That's
rule.
what we're trying to find out. What's the rule?
The rule
Every night.
is that
every month if we sleep together, we gonna eat together. You better say.
The rule is, like I said before, my initial statement has not been proven wrong. A woman can hold out longer for sex than a man. That's the rule. That's it right there. If you can sit up there, listen.
Again, I think it depends on who the person is. Because you have women that want it just as much as a man do.
I'm not. Look at this. I have held out off my girl for a whole month, and she swore to God I was cheating. Like, now she realized did some bad shit on my birthday. No, my mother, I wasn't. I was cooling. Like, I was doing me, like, just chilling. You damn right. Look, I did that shit on my dick cooling for a month, but she ain't know that shit.
Right.
She wasn't getting a goddamn thing, because I was serious. I said, no, you ain't gonna play with me. You always fiending for it. You ain't gonna get it. That's what you like. That's what you want from me. You ain't gonna get it. I ain't got enough money to play with you with that, so play with you what I got.
Absolutely. I understand that. But that being said, hold on. No. Interject, Mr. Tiny. What do you think? Do you think men can hold out?
I don't know what he's thinking about over here.
Do you think
know what the hell is on his mind? Because he over here staring at some shit. What you staring at?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think men can hold out longer for sex than women can?
I think it depends on the person.
The only time a nigga gonna have to hold out on sex like that is if his ass gone to jail. Other than that.
Even if he gone to jail, because the way I hear it, when you locked up, you still can get that ass.
Studies have shown
off the air.
I'm talking about come on, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like a regular real person, I don't know that funny man shit. Like, that's the only way I see a nigga gonna hold out. Other than that, women can hold out way longer than we can.
Studies have shown a man thinks of sex over 100 times a day.
Yeah.
A woman only thinks of sex 1/3 of that time.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
I think women as a whole can.
You may not.
Men is different.
Right. Okay.
Women as a whole can hold out longer.
Right. Like I said, when you look at study information,
maybe you got women out there that ain't used to getting some good ass.
Or man.
Okay.
They can hold the fuck out.
Maybe that's the case.
But if you got that man that out there that's tapping that ass every day,
She can't hold out. She needs.
Come on now.
Maybe
she gonna
that's
blow
the case.
herself.
Maybe that's the case.
But
when you do a study, you take a large sample pool to remove all the outliers. Those are those women who want sex as much as men. You know what I'm saying? Those are those men who want sex just for babies. That removes all of the outliers.
So go back
all
to
you
the
left
first
with the basis of it. The basis of it in general, a man thinks of sex about 100 times a day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What do I do now?
A woman thinks of
100 times a
sex
day.
about a third of
At
that.
time he will.
I just don't
It could be a
agree.
commercial,
So
on the
35
radio,
times
or
a day,
video.
you thinking about sex?
Yes.
Right.
At some
Yes.
point in time.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I be like,
That's on average from
I
the
think about
studies.
sex
Like
when I
I
see
said,
shampoo commercials.
When you see those dogs and shit running around, y'all think about sex.
Right. Okay.
I'm holding myself wide.
So what type of personality? This is pitch right here.
When I buy blunts, I think about sex because they be having them little.
We didn't even
pills,
introduce
fake
them. This
pills.
is pitch right here.
Crazy.
See CEO Entourage.
That's fucked up.
Say what's up. Tell the type of personality you are.
Cleavage and think about sex.
Okay, that's a good one.
Hold on. I want to hear another male here. What's your personality?
I've been more of the passive.
Okay.
Who are you? Can you let the
You know
world
what I'm
know who
saying?
you are, please, sir?
Entourage CEO, Pix, P-I-X.
That's my brother.
Siblings. All right.
That's my brother.
All right. So you the passive type.
Well,
What's
a
the
lot of
difference
times I've
name?
been the passive type because, you know.
I don't think I want to hear this, y'all. I think I need to
like
step out the
me,
room for a minute.
You don't got to do a lot of work, but it can be a handicap
I want
at
to hear
the
this
same
shit right
time.
here.
So you just sit back and pretty much let the work come to
The
you.
work come to you, but when you got to do some work and you ain't put a lot of work in, it can be a handicap to you.
Can you
Right.
You got to
define work?
restructure your goal. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Having the right
Because you
line.
don't
You
look
gonna
like
get
you
this
put
work.
it
Having the right lines. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay,
All right.
okay.
Setting the right setting where it's
Work.
he light skin, he look good. I'm
Work,
talking to him.
work with the ultimate goal of what? Getting the ass.
Cutty.
There you go.
At the end of the day.
That's the
I mean, when I
ultimate
look
goal.
at it, I'm like, nice face, I want it. Nice ass, I want it.
Look, we ain't
Nice
trying to
face,
break
I
up
want
no
it. Nice legs, I want
relationships
it.
here.
You know?
So,
You can get it on a good day.
And on a good day.
Cute monkey, somebody you gonna get. You don't want to wife her, you don't want to take her out, but she still look good enough to get it in the dark.
Okay. In the dark. All
why
right.
in the
behind
dark
closed
though?
doors.
In the dark, is that a fat ass, a big titties?
She
In
might
the
have all
dark, the
that.
bitch can be ugly as shit. So you saying in the
Cute
dark?
monkey.
That's not
All
right,
right.
bro.
right.
She is ugly, but she ain't that ugly.
Hey,
All right.
Nah, they don't deserve no time. They can't get no
you
time.
can have a joint, right? Like
Hey, all the cute monkeys, you can go to Pix.
Listen, pause, look. You can have a joint,
Nah.
and she might be fat as shit, right? And probably got some nice titties, but y'all like not that cool in the face. And you can wax
Okay.
it. You might wax it.
Her body might
Watch
be
this,
like
listen to this though. Peep game though.
But she can be
You might
ugly
wax
as shit.
her, right? And let's say you wax her for like a good, you might give her ass like an hour, and then you might not even want to hit her no more that day, send her on her way. Then you might come across a junk, got that nice ass, them titties in that face, and you will find yourself literally from like 2 o'clock in the afternoon to about 7 o'clock all day. You might have
That's
gave her-
5 hours.
y'all just talking for probably like 30 minutes. You just attractive. Going back in, bow, chill for a second, might eat, watch a little movie.
So the
bow,
physical
go back
attraction
in,
motivated you.
boom, boom. Yeah, like that should be true.
And when
I
that's
feel like-
all
I feel
said
like-
and done, what's left over?
Right. What is that?
I feel like my case has been proved.
Yeah, because that's what makes men and women different. We more mental, women are mental, men are physical.
Shit.
So,
I'm
yeah,
more
nah.
mental than my girl.
We more mental.
I'm way more mental than my
But that
girl.
don't mean we're not thinking about
this case, I guess
sex
it
all
depends.
All right,
day.
everybody, let's close it out. Let's close it out. I enjoyed my guest.
Damn,
Thank you
already?
so much. That's right. The hour goes fast.
Time to turn up. It's my
Awesome.
birthday, y'all.
There you go. All right, we loved all of y'all. Y'all were great. First Lady, we're gonna close the show out again, once again with the Angry Black Man segment. That's right. The Angry Black Man segment is when I basically rant for about 2 minutes about
Go
something
ahead
I'm
and
mad
rant.
about.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
All right, and
Go ahead and let
you just sit and listen for this segment right here. All right, so for this segment today, I want to talk about not so much people talking about shit they don't know about. That's a pet peeve of mine. Anybody who knows me personally knows that that's something that get on my nerves. People who jumping in on shit and they got no relevant information. They don't have any idea what they're talking about. They just offering shit up. My bigger issue today is with people who take advice from those motherfuckers. Perfect example.
Blind leading the blind.
Blind leading the blind. Thank you, sir. Perfect example. You take women, men, whatever, it doesn't matter. You take relationship advice from somebody who don't have no steady relationship, who's never had a steady relationship. You know this type of shit. And yet, but you taking that word as gospel because, oh yeah, nah, she knows what the fuck she talking
Preach
about.
on,
Oh, you know
preach.
what the fuck he talking
the
about.
preacher gonna preach about.
Yeah, so you take the information like the shit is law when they have no clue what the fuck they talking about. People take financial advice from people who fucking broke.
Broke as a motherfucker.
Why the fuck are you getting advice on how to make money from somebody who has no money?
Yeah, because I sweep these hallways. I can teach you how to make $1 million.
Exactly! Perfect example, thank you, sir. Some janitor sitting up that joint, you just sitting up listening to him. I mean, this goes across the board from, relationships to politics to anything you want. There's, tons of people who sit on Capitol Hill offering out information and bullshit about shit they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They give it out and the masses eat it up, and you take the shit from them and you eat it up wholeheartedly because, why? Because you don't know better and you're too lazy to look the shit up for yourself.
That's the game of politics.
That's the game of life. Everybody does it. And when you're dating somebody and you sit up there and you let other people influence your relationship, outside people, when you know this broad hasn't had a normal relationship her whole fucking life, and you let her dictate the course of yours.
The abrasive black man.
Right. Sounds angry to me.
I'm sorry, I
agree with this man.
Did you vote? Did you vote?
For all those out there, I did vote. Did you vote?
Alright, who did vote? I sure the fuck did.
Okay. Alright, so for all those out there, who taking advice from those who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, stop it. Stop it.
Now.
Thank you. Thank you for the show, everybody. Thank you again.
I want to tell everybody to tune in next week, WLBS Radio for the Entourage Hour, Friday nights from 9 to 10 p.m. And y'all check out Funkadelic Freestyles right before us from 8 to 9. Check out Mixtape Block Party right before that from 6 to 7. Thank you.
And
Thank you,
sure
First Lady.
YouTube ene.dmv.
That's right, Mr. Tiny Leg.
Entourage.
And don't forget, follow me at MTR, Ace the Slang.
Y'all were great guests again. Y'all got to come back. I loved all of y'all.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you for coming on. Excellent show.
Stop the bottle.
Good job. Y'all did good, man. Good job.